What's one of the most important things you could do to improve your math skills? It's not necessarily doing the problems over and over and over and over again. While that is important to give your brain practice, one of the most important things you could do is make sure that you do not have convergence insufficiency. When it comes to convergence insufficiency, you'll end up having problems aligning your eyes at near and processing near data. Think of it as like having a hard time standing up straight. If you have a hard time standing up straight, it's going to be really difficult to then read off of a page, and it can result in double vision. And 2 + 2 = 4 starts to become very, very difficult with double vision. Even fluctuating vision can be really tough. So if you do struggle in math, or you feel like when you take your math test, you're making simple mistakes, odds are it's a visual processing deficiency. With visual processing deficiencies, these are incredibly common. Over 30% of the general healthy population has a visual processing deficiency. We can see here where more complex equations are starting to get a little bit tougher, right? The biggest challenge with convergence insufficiency is that it's not stable. With convergence insufficiency, every time you look at near, you essentially think that the object is further back. You will work to try to compensate and keep your eyes aligned. That working is going to eventually fatigue. So think of it as like pulling your eyes in, but having a bit of a jitter. And once they fatigue, one eye may rest out slightly, giving you shadowing, not seeing two different books or seeing two completely different pages. But that shadowing is what can cause the common mistakes, or the simple little mistakes, like when you take a test and maybe you switch numbers on an algebraic equation and get a totally different answer. Or maybe you're trying to line up your numbers and they seem to shift in place. So the best thing you could do if you're struggling in math is to get a developmental or neuro optometrist to do a comprehensive binocular vision exam. They'll be able to check your eye posturing, eye alignment, as well as your tracking, your saccades, your fixation stability, all of those other skills that are needed in order to collect data from near targets and like books and sheets and papers so that you can then process it well.